tell me that I'm never gonna make it. They want me to do something that could.
You slam your hand on the wall clock while groaning. This hell sound, you mumble to yourself while getting up. It was 7 o'clock in the morning. You got up into a shower and after washing your hair and brushing your teeth, you went back in your room. You grabbed a towel and wrapped your hair in it, then you applied some lotion all over your arms, legs, and neck, as well as some body mist. You walked to your walk in closet from where you will decided outfit of the day. While you were looking for an outfit, all of a sudden your room door swung open and your little sister, Jasmine, entered inside. You looked at her making up out and she let out a small chuckle. Don't worry, sweet sister, I came to rescue you, she said, walking to you. Jasmine is your sister, but still she always treats you like her own sister. She is a famous model in Korea. That's why she always helps you to dress up nicely. Your mom and dad split up and then your mom remarried and end up with Jasmine's dad. Hey Jessie, help me to pick up my clothes. She nodded, examining your outfits carefully. Okay, no, not this one, she said, throwing the dresses on your bed. No. Ah, yes, this is perfect. Here you go, my cute sister, she said, handing you an outfit. You looked at the dress and grinned. It was a black tank top along with tight skirt above your knees with black high heels and a silver chain around the skirt. Thank you, bestie, you said, hugging her and giving her on her cheeks. Hey, you are running my makeup, she said, faking a pout. She was about to leave, then she turned. Nice, she said, winking at you, biting her lower lip as you were nervous. You screamed, making her laugh as she went out. You applied lip tint on your lips and cheeks and then, unplugging your phone from the charger, you went downstairs to the kitchen to your mom, but she was not cooking. Your stepdad was. Hey dad, good morning, you said cheerfully, looking at his smiling face. He was making the sandwiches and also preparing for bacons. Morning, sweetie, you go. I will call you for to set the table once it's done, he said, looking up at you. You nodded and went to the living room where you saw your mom talking to your stepbrother Jeon Jungkook, who always raises your heartbeat. Morning, mom, you spoke, taking the thoughts away from your mind. Morning, they both chorused. She took a seat beside Jungkook. Honey, would you like to have some coffee? She asked. Yeah, please, she replied. You replied softly. Your mom got up and went to the kitchen. Hey, sweetie, you look beautiful in this dress, he said, looking at you from head to toe. Your cheeks flushed as she called you sweetie, and it happens every time he is around you, call you by nickname, stare at you with his bone chilling eyes. These are the things that make you go down on your knees as it does backflip on your heart, though you try to make yourself understand that he is your brother's stepbrother, but you lose it every time you encountered him. You never thought of him as your stepbrother, rather you always saw him with you. He was one of the most handsome boy you had ever seen in your life. He was beyond charming, his sharp jawline, dark, intense eyes which can easily drown anyone inside them, tall and powerful. In these 3 years, you truly have become more beautiful. And he spoke, breaking the train of your thoughts. His words caused you to your lips to part in shock, though he had complimented you many times, but had never called you. While he occasionally remarked about how your mother has a beautiful daughter during business parties and family gatherings, your cheek flushed with a shade of red as you looked down at the floor shyly. So your mom entered in the living room along with a cup of coffee in her hands. Here you go, she said, placing the mug in front of you. Thanks, mom, you said, taking a first sip of the coffee. Hey, babe, breakfast is ready. Coming, honey, she said as you all got up and went to the huge dining table. The table was decorated with mouth-watering food as you all settled on the chairs. The next morning, I and your mom are leaving for Paris for our 2 week trip, which was delayed due to our busy schedule, he said with chewing the food. But dad, why not us? Please take us with you also, you said and made up out. Dear, your dad mentioned something. It's a trip. What will you do there? It's for couples, okay? If you have still any objection, you can ask about it. She said, giving you a slight glare. No, mom, why would we have any objection? It's your right to go there and have some fun, he said, smiling at both of them. You rolled your eyes looking at him while he smirked in a response. After some time, you both were sitting in the living room while your dad and mom were in their room. How they can go without us? We will get bored here. You whined, playing with your hands. He let out a chuckle. Don't be sad, we will have more time. I mean fun time. How we about we host a party? We will call some of our friends. Do you wanna invite someone? He asked, looking at you. Well, I didn't think of it in that way. It will be a great fun. It will call my classmates and friends. We will have a great time. You said, clapping your hands in an excitement. He laughed, looking at your childish behavior as you were looking so cute. That's what I was saying, sweetheart. He said, messing your hair. Hey, don't mess up with my hair. You said, glaring at him with a pout. Why, she's so cute. He spoke to himself while smiling at you. After seeing off your parents, both came inside the living room with a mischievous grin on your lips. It's party time, he said and grinned at you. You nodded, jumping on the floor. Did you call your friend? He asked. Yeah, I have some people in my mind. I will call them right now, you said. Okay, I will then order some food and I also arrange some drinks, he said. You nodded and walked to the upstairs to your room. You leaned onto your bed and grabbed your mobile phone. You texted your best friends Sia, Tina, Riva, Rosie, and Selena. They all replied saying that they would come. The party timing was 7 o'clock, while right now it was 6 o'clock, so you had an hour to get ready. You decided to sleep for some time as you knew it will take you 10 minutes to get everything done. Burying your head in a pillow, you fell into a sleep. You got up by this loud banging on your room door. Who idiot is knocking on the door so loud? You yelled, covering your ears with a pillow. Ryan, open the door. It's 6:55 o'clock. He yelled back, making you jump off the bed. You opened the door and looked at his angry face. I'm sorry, Jungkook. Actually, I fell asleep and I couldn't realize how long I fell asleep. You said, giving him a toothy grin. Ryan, you are not ready. Even our friends will be here in few minutes. He said, scrunching his eyebrows. Don't get mad. I need 5 minutes. You said and shut the door on him, which made him more pissed off. Jungkook groaned, walking downstairs with foot stamping. You quickly rushed to your walk-in closet from where you picked up a maroon dress. You ran to the vanity where you put on a liquid eyeliner, winged mascara, and red rose lipstick. After double checking your reflection in the mirror, you ran downstairs. Your eyes widened, seeing a bunch of people present in the living room, talking and laughing to each other. You saw your friends talking to Jungkook's friend, while Selena trying to get key to Jungkook. You made an annoying face looking at her. Hey Ryan, she said, walking to you with other friends. You grinned, hugging them one by one. Ryan, come here. He glared at you and gestured you to take your friend away from him. You shrugged your shoulders, making him more annoyed. So, you are Ryan's brother. That means it's easy for me to get closer, she said, placing her hand. Jungkook shut his eyes and her hand on making her narrow her eyes. Don't you think you should get closer to Ryan, not mine, as she's your best friend, he said in his cold voice. You are such a dump, she said, hitting him on his shoulder while stomping her high heels on the floor. After some time, everyone was having conversation when Sia spoke out as she looked at Jungkook, who was having a ring with his friends. Ryan, your brother is handsome, she said, looking at his manly figure. Oh yeah, he is, you said while your cheeks flushed. Well, Ryan, where is your sister Jasmine? She asked. Oh, Jessie, you know she is a model and most of the time she has to travel around different countries as his job requirement. Well, right now she is in London for shooting her favorite magazine, you replied. They all nodded, and after some time they started talking about college and boys in which you had no interest, as your eyes were fixed on Jungkook, who was busy laughing with his friends, Jimin and Taeyong. Hey Cook, your sister is beautiful, he said, admiring the way you were looking. Who said she is beautiful? If you see her face in the morning, your thoughts about her will surely change, as she looks like a witch in her long messy hair, her teeth pale, and you won't believe she never bothered to brush them. So don't you ever think she is beautiful? He lied as he didn't want anyone to compliment you. He always feels jealous whenever someone else calls you beautiful or pretty. Though he knows you are his stepsister and he even tries to talk all the thoughts out from his mind, but one can't make his heartbeat understand to not raise up seeing that particular person about whom you dream every night because his mind keeps thinking about you. Suddenly, a boy in white t-shirt along with black pant sleeves rolled up, walked to you with a mischievous smirk around his lips. Though he was Sia's boyfriend, but he was the one person who could read anyone like a tomato. It's David, my boyfriend, she said, introducing him with you. You bowed a little with a smile. Oh, come on, girl, don't treat me like an old person. Let's shake hands, he said, taking his hand out from his pocket to shake with you. You smiled hesitantly and shook hands with him while Jungkook was examining his each move and his eyes filled with jealousy when he saw you back smiling at him. She never told me about her this friend, he muttered to himself, glaring at him. Excusing his friends, he walked to Selena and grabbed her with a fake smile. This brat was trying to get it was making me pissed off. I somehow get rid of him, saying that I already had a boyfriend who is a champion of karate and other games. As soon as I told him this, his white face turned pale and he backed away in no time, which made me sigh in a relief. Then my eyes roamed around the living room to search for my brother, and here I found him sitting on one of the couches, but he was not alone. Selena was also sitting with him. It doesn't end here, cause my innocent brother, who says that he is not a boy who likes girls, why is he mad? Why he is trying to be with her? Why you are staring at your stepbrother? Why do you like him? She asked and looked at my face to know the answer. He is my brother, I said, shooting her a cold stare, even though that was a complete lie. I know, I was just kidding, she said, raising her hand in a defense while I was giving stares to Jungkook and Selena. After some time, it turned into a party. Everyone was dancing, winking, getting completely, and I was one of them. In a fit of rage, I didn't was able to stand on my leg. Just as someone walking to me briskly. As soon as the figure came closer, I came to know it was Jungkook who was glaring at me. He held my hand, but I jerked it away. Jungkook, you are not okay. Let me take you to your room, he said, holding my hand. I don't need your fake concern, understand? I said. You need to have some rest, Ryan, he asked in a polite way. Just get lost, I don't need any rest, I said, shrugging my shoulders. Jungkook sighed heavily and went back to his friends. I turned around with my spinning hand, but sadly I bumped into someone, which gave me a more headache. I'm sorry, his face was moving here and there as if he was crazy. I was about to yell at him, but then my eyes fell on Jungkook, who was staring at me. I smirked mischievously, making his eyes widen. I looked behind his shoulder where Jungkook was sitting on the couch, burning with jealousy. I knew it was gonna be a fun for me. Let's go upstairs to my room, I said, only to know what will Jungkook do. Devin looked nodded like an innocent puppy and making me curse him in my heart. Before we took a step forward, David was on the floor and the party ended there as Jungkook did everything. Though he didn't say a word to me, but rage was visible in his eyes, which made me gulp down as I, being afraid, ran to my bedroom before he could spot at me. Dinner time. Dinner was very awkward. We both were sitting on the dining table looking at our food plates. I looked at Jungkook, who was still angry. I shrugged it and started to play with my food in my plate. This became a pattern for the rest of the night. I felt Jungkook's piercing gaze, which made me more comfortable. I looked up at him and felt that he was trying to figure me out or trying to read my mind. All the sadness disappeared when Jungkook slammed his fork on the table, making me of a sudden action. This be something, he yelled, with his teeth gritted. I looked into his eyes and got scared as his eyes were full of anger and unknown dominance. I didn't say a word and got up from the chair, trying to hide my blushing face. I'm going to sleep. Good night. You ain't going anywhere, he said loudly. What are you doing? I asked, and I bet I looked an innocent deer who caught in front of the car headlights. Don't you feel good when you Oh, devil makes you feel. First, see yourself, Jeon Jungkook. Aren't you the one who was with Selena? I said back at him. Jungkook looked at you, frowned. You got it right. I made you jealous. 'Cause you weren't the one who did all this, I said loudly, hitting him chest. So you did that out of jealousy? He asked, raising his eyebrows while smirk was visible around his lips. My face turned red, which made him laugh. So you like me? He asked, walking closer. I was too shy to say something as I backed off until my back hit the wall. Jungkook then start. Arthur spoke. It was around 2 o'clock at night while you were sleeping on your bed, but it got disturbed for the third time as you heard Jungkook snoring. You rubbed your eyes. Jungkook stopped snoring, you said slowly, as he was sleeping peacefully. But he answered you with a loud snore which made you groan. Jungkook, wake up now, you said, shaking him back and forth. Yin, please let me sleep, he said, making you said him. You let out a small chuckle and fell into a sleep. The next morning you got up and looked for Jungkook, but he was not there. Letting out a sigh, you walked to the bathroom for taking a warm shower. After a few minutes, you came back and slipping into a short floral frock, you walked downstairs where you saw Jungkook sitting in the living room working on his laptop. Good morning, you said cheerfully, walking to him. You woke up. I brought us some pizza. Would you have it now? He asked with a smirk. You nodded shyly and sat on the sofa beside him. Jungkook smiled and put one slice in your plate and another in different plate. Thanks, you said as he poured the ketchup in your plate. Jungkook shyly nodded, taking a bite of pizza. I like the sound of that, you said, doing the same as him, making him giggle. Would you like to watch a movie? He asked, and your cheeks got red hearing the word as you nodded. Jungkook got up, grabbing the remote. He turned on the TV and plopped down on the couch beside you. After playing the movie, you were happily watching a movie, but then your eyes fell on Jungkook, who was sending notes to his professor, which made you groan. His study is more important than me, you said to yourself, crossing your arms over your chest. Suddenly a bell rang and you got up with a mischievous grin. Thankfully my boyfriend came, you said to catch his eyes. You playfully tucked a strand of your hair behind your ear to make him more jealous. Friend, he said, looking at you frowned. You don't know about him, you asked nonchalantly. Are you in senses? Let's see who the idiot is out, he asked, walking 2 few steps. Hey, don't say something to him. He has a small heart like butterflies. You said, biting your lips. Jungkook groaned, glaring at you, and rushed to open the door, revealing an old lady, and smiled at him wildly. Jungkook looked at her. Son, is this Mrs. Lee house? She asked, pressing her stick on the ground. No, ma'am, her house will come after crossing 2 alleys at right side. Blue gate, he said, bowing, and then closed the door. With nose flaring badly, Jungkook entered inside where he saw you eating pizza with a smirk. Where is he? You asked, chewing the pizza. Boyfriend? Wait, he said, walking to you with a smirk. Your eyes widened, he said. 3 hours later, Jungkook, you said. Sorry, baby girl, he smirked.